Hey everybody, I'd like to welcome you all to the Mental Health Detox channel. Thank you again for joining me today. If this is your first time to this channel, go ahead, like, subscribe, and share because you definitely don't want to miss what I have to share in this episode. But also, if you are coming back, I'd like to welcome you back and thank you for your continued support. In this episode, I'm going to share some information on what it means to understand your mental health, understanding what mental illness is, how does it affect you, and some things that you can do to improve your mental wellness. All right, so stay tuned. So welcome back. So I just want to start, I always start my videos with just kind of basic understanding of what mental health is. And so I want to just share just information on what is mental health? What does that mean? Well, mental health is the part of us that really talks about our social well-being, our thoughts, our actions, our behaviors, our moods, our feelings. All those things fall under what mental health is. It's the part of us that's not always easily understood. It's the part of us that's not always easily visible. And so, it's a lot of things that happen with our mental health um, really kind of determine the quality of life that we have. Now, my next question is, why is mental health important? Well, if you just kind of sit back and think mental health is important because, again, like I said, it governs your behaviors, your attitudes, your emotions towards things. But not only that, it helps you to learn how to deal with stresses of life. Life is not easy for anybody. There are going to be sticks and stones in the path of your life, but having a good, firm grasp of your mental health and understanding your triggers, understanding those things that motivate you or trigger you will really help you avoid stressful situations. So some signs that you are not mentally well or your mental health is declining is that you're noticing that you're having frequent mood swings. And when I say frequent mood swings, you may notice that, hey, I'm more irritable. I wake up irritable, go to bed irritable, easily upset, agitated, frustrated, short temper. You're noticing that, hey, I'm not as, able to overcome certain speed bumps or roadblocks as I normally would have. And so, that leads to frustration and kind of maybe in some cases, aggression. But you're noticing that, hey, I'm frequently noticing these changes in my mood. You may have episodes where you're noticing that physically you're not well. You have physical tension. Your body may start aching. You may have headaches. You may notice that you may start sweating kind of out of nowhere as that anxiety starts to increase. The sign is that you are not sleeping well. Usually that's the first indicator that something is going on. You're not able to get adequate rest. And that's with, getting at least 6 to 8 hours of sleep a night. You are having trouble falling asleep, trouble staying asleep, or both. You may have nightmares, but things are keeping you up at night where you're not able to really relax and rest and rejuvenate. You may notice that you may have headaches. That's a really big sign because your mind is just that pressure that's building. For some of us, we may get sweaty or kind of shaky when we're in communication with others or just in moments where we should be rest, our body should be at rest. We may be actually in a heightened state of arousal. Also, you may notice that your blood pressure has increased. Your heart rate may be going really, really fast, maybe pounding, almost kind of like you're to the point where you're noticing a panic attack may be coming on. But those are kind of some physical signs that, hey, mentally something might be going on. One thing that you can do is to make sure you get adequate sleep. A lot of us are night owls. So we will go to bed at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning and be up at 6 and think we're going to be fully rested and ready to go and conquer the next day. You have to get to bed on time. Develop a healthy sleep routine, a sleep process. Prepare your body and your mind for sleep. Do to improve your body with that physical tension and tightness is to exercise, move a little bit, get up and get active. That doesn't necessarily mean that you have to go to the gym and work out for 2 hours or go run a mile or things like that, but just get up and move around, dance, listen to some music, but do something to just get up and move your body. Okay. The goal here is not to lose weight, but the goal is to just loosen the tension in your body, loosen those muscles, release that lactic acid. The thing I can encourage you all to do is to seek out a therapist, seek out a counselor, somebody that can give you some objective, unbiased information, education, and just allow you to vent to them. A lot of times we lean onto our support system, our family and our friends, and we just, dump our load and our energy on them, but they may not always know what is the best thing to tell you. So it's always good to reach out to somebody professional to get that help. Some other things that you want to do is to avoid overconsumption. And when I say overconsumption is avoid overeating. A lot of us carry our feelings on our sleeves. And so when our feelings are negative, we tend to eat. And then also when we're happy and we're feeling good, we want to eat. Eating is comforting. So just avoid and be mindful of the things that you eat, how much you're eating, and how often that you're eating. And avoid alcohol or use of drugs. Anytime that you can limit those things or cut back on those things, it definitely puts you in a better stance of being more in control of your body and more control of your brain and the brain chemistry. So avoid overconsumption at all costs, or set parameters in place, put steps in place to minimize and cut back on those things. What you want to do is to adapt some healthy coping skills. One coping skill that I've recently started practicing is just 1 minute of mindfulness. Taking that minute to just bring your body into the now, focus on, your breathing, things that are presented right before you right now. Take advantage of that moment and then begin your day. Mindfulness is really helpful if you can practice it in just, early in the morning before you start your day. And then at the end of the day, just kind of regroup and reset for the next day. I also will have a video on 1 minute of mindfulness, just a quick little short activity that you can do to, just be in control. So check that out. I will definitely link that below in the description box or just get it to you in some way. Also, just adapting coping skills is just to know when it's time to take a break. A lot of us are just going, and we're not giving ourselves time to recover. So know when to take a break, know when to get rid of some things on your plate, know how to say no when people ask you for things. Don't overload yourself and, overwhelm yourself. So just know when to take a break, say no, practice mindfulness, but adopt some healthy coping skills for those things that you can't easily get rid of. So prioritizing, your day, prioritizing your thoughts, prioritizing, your calendar, staying organized, declutter. Many times when I feel overwhelmed or just I have too much going on, my environment is chaotic. So I have to take time to organize, declutter, get things in order so I can get me and myself internally in order as well. And I will see y'all on the next video. Thank you again for your continued support. Like, subscribe, and share this channel. Thank you. See y'all next time.